imaginary force, yes, which came into existence due to what? Differential speed of different latitudes under the influence of shape of the earth, geoid shape of the earth, and rotation of earth. And if the earth shape is like a cylinder, then surely that Coriolis force cannot exist. Coriolis force is minimum at equator or near equator and maximum at poles. And then Coriolis force is directly proportional to latitudes. And in that period we have also seen that between 5 degrees north to 5 degrees south, due to the negligible Coriolis force, tropical cyclone formation cannot be possible. Understood? Thereafter, we have got an idea about, we have seen some, I said that how do the, air circulation from the ground surface to the upper area, the air circulation is going on. Then we talked about pressure tricellular model, and then Hadley cell, Ferrel cell, polar cell, and then we have been able to also see there is a unicellular model and some kind of primary wind pattern and then pressure belts. First we have seen that near the equator between 5 degrees north to 5 degrees south, due to high heating throughout the year, since the sun rays are falling vertical or near to vertical, then the warm air and warm moisture rising up, and by reaching upward they found that towards the respective poles pressure gradient is very high. Therefore under high pressure gradient force they started from the equator towards the poles with very high speed. But by reaching 25 to 35 in both the hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere they started deflecting rightward and become parallel to the isobar, and that is known as geostrophic wind. And that is also known as subtropical jet stream, or it is also known as upper westerlies. And its speed is around 200 to 300 km per hour. And when it is, I said that when it become heavy enough, then it started descending down, and then I said that due to descendance, it creates a high pressure over there. What it creates? What? High pressure. Subtropical high pressure belt forms at 25 to 35 degree. But at the same time I said that if it is high pressure, surrounding region is low pressure. So in both the hemispheres, subtropical high pressure belt 25 to 35, therefore the wind started moving from subtropical high pressure to equatorial low pressure belt, and one started moving from subtropical high pressure belt to poles. The wind which is moving from subtropical high pressure to equator, they deflected towards right in the northern hemisphere and become northeast trade wind, and then one becomes southeast trade wind in the southern hemisphere. And both the air are converging along the ITCJ, intertropical convergence zone. And thereafter we have seen then other part which is moving towards the pole, they deflected towards right and it become a westerlies. And then another it becomes southern hemisphere also subtropical high pressure to subpolar low pressure, that is a westerlies. But we have seen that the westerlies are very effective in the southern hemisphere, but it is not effective in the northern hemisphere. Therefore it is without any obstruction, they are moving with a very high speed. It is known as roaring 40s, furious 50s, and streaking 60s, and that affect the ocean surface and salinity very high. And thereafter polar high pressure, it is I said that thermally originated, and from there the winds are moving towards the equator and deflected towards right and become easterly winds, polar easterly. And the same way from the southern pole, polar easterly. These are cold polar easterlies. And 50 to 60 degree latitude, so cold polar easterlies, and what I said that warm westerlies are converging. But what is there? These airs are a contrasting nature of air masses. Contrasting nature of air masses, therefore they do not readily intermix. They stop for a while, and that creates an front. And there is a start of temperate cyclone also. And thereafter the warm air started rising and created low pressure on the ground, and that is known as a subpolar low pressure belt. That is known as, I said, subpolar low pressure belt. When it goes upward, it creates more high pressure in compared to the surrounding. The one part started moving towards subtropical jet stream and completes in a Ferrel cell. Another started moving towards the poles in the north and south, and that completes, and they started descending down in the form of polar vortex, and that is known as, I said, that completing a polar say. Understood? So we have to see pressure belts, and but before pressure belts we have to understand one concept. I said that adiabatic system. We have to see the concept of adiabatic system. And what is the meaning of adiabatic system? Yes, tell me, what is the meaning of adiabatic system? Huh? Latent energy or heat? Yes. Yes. Means why no? It is a no exchange of energy or heat from the system to the surrounding and surrounding to the system. और जब heat transfer नहीं होगा तो energy will remain conserved. Yes or not? The energy will remain conserved. So adiabatic system. And adiabatic system का मतलब है, if I say that generally you study it but you have to feel it also. I said that what is the temperature? Suppose in this room, this corner has, I said that temperature is around 23 degrees Celsius. So there will be, I said that at the corner of that, this room will be also 23 degrees Celsius. होगा या नहीं होगा? Yes? Difference होगा temperature. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. In Delhi, if I am going nearby, I said Hanuman statue, and then Delhi nearby this market, Karol Bagh market and all, the temperature will be the same or the temperature will be different? Same? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. Your friend will say that no sir, temperature is there, it is on a 38 and there it is 36. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. This much of difference cannot be possible. It means the same temperature. Yes or not? And what is the meaning of same temperature? The temperature यदि same होगा and the heat का flow होता है, body at high temperature to the body at low temperature. Understood? So I said that, तो इसका मतलब है कि the heat will not flow from here to this side. Yes or not? Heat will not flow. So it means outside in Delhi, the heat is also not flowing in this Delhi outside of this classroom. Because I said that temperature at both the places are same, then if I say that, then I said that suppose this is in a parcel of air. यहाँ पे भी 23, 23, 23 everywhere. And in this parcel of air, suppose I took this parcel of air. That becomes an system. What is the temperature? 23. What is the outside of the system? 23. That means the heat will not flow from the surrounding to the system and system to the surrounding. What does it mean? So this parcel of air becomes an what? Adiabatic system. So the same way, if we suppose at a very good large scale on the earth's surface, not very large scale, North India, South India, ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते हैं. But what is in a good large scale in geographical region is suppose Delhi and all, and then we'll be able to say that air is acting as a parcel of air is acting as a what? Parcel of air act as a कैसे काम करता है? Adiabatic system. If you'll go into the upper atmosphere, if I go into the upper atmosphere, similarly I said that there is an, I said 13 degrees Celsius, another side is 13 degrees Celsius at equal height. They have an isotherm. याद होगा मैंने कल बोला था. At equal height there is the same pressure, at equal height same temperature. So if it is in a 13 and 13, so I said that it will not flow from here to here, so it will also act as a what? Adiabatic system. So at equal height, we suppose that everything as an acting as an to a not large area to quite large area, it acts as an what? Adiabatic system. Understood it? And I say that one concept that you know that it works in everywhere in the freeze and all. I said that suppose this is in a parcel of air and this region has, I said that hundreds of particles. This region has, I said that hundreds of particles, air particles, dust particles, whatever it is. I said that और इसी को आप लोग थोड़ा सा you have to also consider as an urban climate. We have to also add it with the urban heat island kind of concepts आप add करेंगे. I said that there is particles, air particles, and all particles are there. And suppose the sun rays are coming, and when the sun rays which is coming, suppose I said that 1000 calorie. How much heat is coming into this area? In this region, how much air is coming? 1000 calorie. And when the 1000 calorie heat is coming, then this heat will be absorbed by particles. Yes or no? When this heat has been absorbed by these particles, what will happen? जब हम लोग एक जॉब करते खाना खाते हैं, then we are able to move to the here and there. जैसे we stopped eating, then we can lie on the bed. So similarly, when they are started getting heat, they become what is an active. They become what? Active. Their kinetic energy increases, and then they started moving. And due to the moving, what happened? There is a collision of molecules. Yes or not? There is a collision of molecules, and because of this, I said that this region has, I said, the temperature increased up to 30 degrees Celsius. Because of the collision, आप अपने हाथ को collide करोगे in your body, there will be some temperature is there. When you will rub it, then what happened? Increase in temperature. So the collision led to increase in what? Temperature. Now, if I say that, so if the same air if it goes, और यहाँ पे pressure बहुत है, this much air pressure is there, but if the same air is above, which has been moved up, so automatically pressure has been decreased. Pressure has been what? Decreased. So I said that when the pressure has been decreased, we can be able to say, like I said, that particles will be, then this parcel of air will be, the same parcel of air will be in the what? Expanded form. This same parcel of air, due to decrease in pressure, comparatively, then what happened? Same 100 particles are there, but these particles are what? Separated apart. These particles are separated apart. And when the heat is also coming here, I said that 1000 calorie, these molecules are exciting. And when these molecules and particles are exciting, then what is happening? They started colliding. But there will be, in comparison to this, there will be less collision. Yes? And due to the less collision, the temperature rise will be less. And when the temperature rise will be less, and that will be around 20 degree Celsius. So here at the ground 30 degrees Celsius, it means due to, I said that expansion, and these two systems are acting as a system, adiabatic system. So what is happening? Adiabatic expansion. Adiabatic expansion led to decrease in temperature. Led to decrease in temperature by how much? 10 degrees Celsius, and we have to consider that this is in a dry air. We have to consider that which air it is? Dry air. So I said that, and with increasing height, when the temperature decreases, it is known as a lapse rate. It is known as what? So इसको हम लोग कौन सा lapse rate कहेंगे? Dry adiabatic lapse rate. What will say that? Dry adiabatic lapse rate. And how much it is the dry adiabatic lapse rate? It is 10 degrees Celsius, I said that, per kilometer. It is 10 degrees Celsius per kilometer. किसी books में 9.8 लिखता है, doesn't matter. I said that it has what? 10 degrees Celsius per kilometer, but there is no, I said that moisture condensation is not there. Moisture is not condensing. Again I said that moisture is available, it doesn't matter, but until unless moisture is not converting into what is in a water particles, the air temperature decrease within a height, with which temperature? Tell me. Dry adiabatic lapse rate. When the air is rising, when the air is ascending, the temperature decreases at every kilometer by which? Yes? Yes, tell me. By which? 10 degrees Celsius per kilometer. This concept is clear to you? Yes? Yes? Now the same, if the air is descending, from the upper ground, if the air is, what I said that, descending from the upper ground, upper atmosphere towards the ground, then there will be adiabatic compression. There will be what? Adiabatic compression. And when there will be compression, the molecules and the air particles will come closer, and they will start colliding, more collision, and there will be adiabatic compression. Means I said that at every 1 kilometer there is an increase of temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. Understood? And it is very much necessary for understanding the La Nina. And the La Nina is happening because of the most important part for La Nina. I said that descending of air. And here it is an adiabatic compression increases the heat. When it is suppose karo ki ocean surface pe air is descending, the heat will increase. And when the heat will increase, the more moisture formation, the monsoon will carry more, what is it? More moisture. And India will have a good rainfall. Yes? And if the less air is descending and air is not descending, the moisture over the Indian Ocean will be less. Then the monsoon will carry comparatively less water vapor and India will have what? Less. So therefore this understanding, which I said that adiabatic compression. Do you know that desert, आपको बोला था कि in the subtropical high pressure belt, what is happening? Air is descending. तो desert तो आपको समझ में आ गया, तो why do they not have a rainfall? The reason behind that descending air do not allow moisture to go up, therefore there is no rainfall. So the first thing is no rainfall. But it is becoming very hot. Why? Descending air by the adiabatic compression, especially dry adiabatic compression, they increasing the temperature and therefore the deserts are becoming very hot and hot. Understood? The reason behind descending of air. So I said that we have understood this idea. This is clear, dry adiabatic lapse. Now, यदि मैं आपसे यहाँ पे बोलता हूँ, just you have to